Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here you can see this is your development trait, superstar and superstar. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
Kyler Murray, welcome to the NFL. It's the coach. You're tuned into Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Cardinal fans will see the debut of their dynamic new quarterback, #1 overall pick, Kyler Murray, as the Cardinals and new coach Cliff Kingsbury play host to the Detroit Lions.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second. Single, slot. Hey.
Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And 1st and 10. first down. Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. Murray with a third and long. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2. Look at this, a tight end carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. Murray now on first down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Bird. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needs... They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is NFL football on E!
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Rivers on the money to Benjamin. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This will be taken at the 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On second down now, it's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern.
180! 180! I know he ain't got it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Gordon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Completes it to Benjamin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, 180. 57. Right here. Check. Brando.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice.
Hit 180. Hey, 180. Let's go.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, 390. Gotta lose one. Double time, double time. Even.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Back, 380. Round 80.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's go.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench,
Set, 380. Tight right. 4 down. Check.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready. Round 80. Be a long day for you.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. They can't corral him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And it's complete. Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Let's go one more. Check the backer, check the backer.
Rivers on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around.
I'm here all day. Man left, man left. Hey. We got three. Three down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again here. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
I got to shoot this side.
Rivers now from the 50. Open man, it's Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. To throw is Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall to defeat here. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.
coach. You're locked in.
Here we go. 180! Hey, defense, let's go!
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He sets to, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go!
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? And he's going to go down again. Devon Kennard.
Here we go. 280! It's a party now!
On first down, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run with Howard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 10 carries, 61 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to... First and goal.
Waiting. They can't hang with us.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Foul. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
At the 25-yard line.
Sproles. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
You got it.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. Wentz now on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we will skip.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Here we go. Back. Let's get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard, and down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's complete. It's Sproles. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
Let's go.
Now a play fake. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's how we do it, baby.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On play action, it's Wentz. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go. Back man. 280. Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. 3 down. 3 down.
On first down, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's caught by Howard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That gives them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Lions, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.